you waiting for your daddy too? Mine's coming to get me. Dad always said, just you give me a call, Ellie, and I'll be there in a jiffy. Strange word, that. Jiffy. Jiffy? Jiffy? Well, that's if he can find me. Octagon Theatre Bolton presents Romeo and Juliet. I've never been to the theatre. I've been to the cinema lots of times, if that counts, but never the theatre. I've never seen a show. I've been everywhere. Debenhams, the Market Way, Whittaker's, and they're all shut. This was the only place with some lights on. I had to find somewhere with a lift. A lift for Dad. Oh, no wonder they're all shut. It's after 10. You lose all track of time in that god-forsaken place they call hospital. I bet they've not even noticed I'm missing. The drip will just be hanging there. Drip, drip, drip. Romeo and Juliet is the greatest love story of all time, and it continues to move audiences of all ages. We had to read this in school, but I didn't, so it didn't move me. I gave my dinner money to my best friend Caroline Grisdale. I said, I can't make head or tail of this stupid book, can you read it and tell me the story in plain English? She told it. I said, oh, is that it? I failed my English exam. Miss French, my English teacher, said, Ellie, I think the exam question, how is the theme of love dealt with in Romeo and Juliet, required a little more detail and exploration than boy and girl fall in love, get married, and die. It was a complete waste of my dinner money. How can someone commit suicide because they're so in love with another person? Is that love? Apparently, that's what I'm doing, killing myself. The doctor said, Ellie, you've got to give it up. It's killing you. I said, well, we all have to die sometime, doctor. It's not killing me, it's killed me. He's lovely, Dr. Kildare. It's not really called that, but that's what I call him. Not to his face, mind. He's got one of the long foreign names you'd never remember. He said, Ellie, look, I'm not exactly washing my hands off you, but if you don't stop drinking, then what more can I do? I said, nothing. Nothing, doctor. Everybody washed their hands with me years ago. Is this where we wait? Do you think we're in the right place? Because I think it's nearly time. Oh. All you need is love. Dum, 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 dum. All you need is love. Dum, 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 dum. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. What I really want to know is, what is this thing called love? David Winterbottom was my first love. He said, we'll get married and have lots of babies. I said, oh no, David, no, I don't think so. He said, why not? I said, well, because I felt Ellie Winterbottom was a very big mouthful and babies are messy. We moved away. Well, we had to, what with her going. And so I didn't see David for years. And then one day, I went smack bang into him. As I reached down to help him up from the puddle, he just said, Ellie, I swear I didn't recognise him from Adam. Why? Who wants to know? I asked. It's me, David. David, who? David Winterbottom, he said. Oh, I would never have recognised him in a million days of Sundays, and I was most certainly relieved that I had said no to the babies idea, because he looked like a crossbred between Mr. Bean and Mr. Magoo. He took me for a cappuccino, an almond slice. I'm married now, he said. Oh, lovely, I said. Yeah. Where's she from? Do I know her? No, she's from the south, he said. Oh, well, that explained everything. We got 5 children, he said. Oh, lovely, I said. All boys, he said. Oh, nearly a football team then. There you go. He took a picture from his wallet. That's Jason, Howard, Mark, Gary and Robbie. Oh, sounds like a boy band, I said. Yeah, we're big Take That fans, he said. I looked at that picture of 5 mini crossbred Mr. Bean Magoos. They're gorgeous, I said. Is that love? Your first love? After our coffee and almond slice, we said our goodbyes, promising to keep in touch. But we didn't. Strangely enough, she used to cook an almond tart on a Saturday, and she didn't keep in touch either. Shame she was a tart, a molten tart. That's what they call women like her, a tart. She sure gives me a sharp, pungent taste in my mouth every time I think of her. That's why I don't think of her.
Excuse me, miss. I'm afraid it's time to leave. We're closing the theatre. You're going to have to leave.
No, please. I can't. My dad is coming for me. I need to wait. I need to wait right here at the lift. He said to me, Ellie, anytime you need me, just call and I'll be there in a jiffy. Jiffy. And he's called. I need him. I need him. A tart. A tart that ran off with another fella. Ran off and left her only child. I was 6 years old. Is that love? I remember him pleading. Please, no, don't go. Please, I'll do anything. Don't leave us. I'll change. And she just yelled at him, Michael, when will you get into that thick skull of yours that I do not love you anymore? We are finished. How could anyone not have loved my dad? He was the most handsome man in the world. He looked just like Elvis. Elvis was his idol. Dad would play his tracks over and over again, and he'd take up my hands and pull me up onto his feet, and we'd dance all over the sitting room. Can't you see I love you? Don't you know my heart's true? Please don't break my wooden heart. He broke his heart. He was never the same. I know he died of a broken heart. People do. Love can break a heart. I don't know how many times he said to me, Ellie, just as well you weren't born a lad, because you'd have been called after the king, that's for sure. She left my dad because she said she didn't love him anymore, but she left me too, so surely she didn't love me either. She doesn't know about me, about how I am, how I turned out, a drunk. I believe she was asking after me a few years ago, but I wouldn't have anything to do with her. After all, you don't just leave a child, your child, and then pretend nothing's happened and then just turn up out of the blue. That's not love. Why is this thing called love? Do I need to know what love is? Do you know what love is? I'm ready. He'll come for me. I know he will because he loved me. He will come. Just you wait. Dad?